This is our suspension box that we use for pain patterns and solutions. And the best part about this box is that it really gives you, the student, an idea of how the body has equal and opposite reactions and how pain ends up sometimes a long ways away from where the problem is. So it's a replica not only of muscles and how they work, but it's also a replica of how scar tissue works. So the easiest thing for me to do is to show you how you have a primary action and then a compensating action. So we're going to go ahead and do like a head injury, and I'm going to show you what the feet do. So let's say that this represents the body. You have like the head and off to the neck, shoulders, arms, hips, knees, and feet. So you kind of get that idea right there. So if somebody has a head injury, what you're going to see is that scar tissue is going to shorten towards that injury. So you see that lengthening start to occur. Then your body's going to have an equal and opposite reaction. So it's going to start pulling down to oppose that motion. But if you noticed something, we didn't actually see a shift back to center. We saw a direction of force and something that opposed it. So the body is going to do that all over when you have an injury. You're going to have the injury and the contraction is going to move towards that injury, lengthening out part of the body somewhere, and then you're going to have something pull against it. And in between the two, you're going to have the pain. So let's say that somebody comes in and they're complaining of like lower back pain. You have a head injury, you have foot opposing, but you have lengthening right here, and that's where they're going to complain of it. So let's use that dynamic and kind of show you around the body how things work. Let's say this person has shoulder pain or arm pain. In order for them to have a lengthening right there, what you're going to have is an opposite pull and then a reaction trying to pull it back, and you have a lengthening that occurs between those two forces. It's actually on the opposite side of the body. So let's say that somebody has some hip or knee pain. And they have it on this area. In order to have length in that area, you've got to actually have this sort of a motion occur. So you can see how something in the upper corner creates a problem in the lower corner. And then you have something like a tailbone injury, and this is the funnest one. So if somebody has a tailbone injury, you're going to see a backwards motion that it pretty much affects the entire body. So if you have a backwards motion and then you have a head injury on top of it, you start to see some dynamics occur in that body. So with that in mind, it helps you understand how someone can have pain in one area, but the problem is actually on the other side of the body.